welcome back to my channel. This is Katie and baby Philip, and we would like to welcome you to our Tuesday evening video. And I really actually didn't plan on making this video, but I received a message from my dear friend Jacqueline Cassidy, who is one of ladies in our local group, plus she's a master artist and prototype artist. So yeah guys, I'm pretty fortunate to have a master artist and a prototype artist like locally here, so I can actually see her creations, I can chat with her and everything. So I received a message that she made this video because finally, thanks goodness, Jacqueline decided to finally give YouTube a try and to start her own channel. So I will, guys, link her channel, her video that I'm going to talk about today down below in my description. So there will be a link to Jacqueline's channel. And the topic of this discussion is going to be what are we as collectors looking for when deciding on a new baby? What criteria are the most important when we are kind of searching for a new addition? And I think it's a fabulous question. I think also that a lot of people, we touched up on this subject even on my channel a lot, but I thought, okay, I'm going to make the video because I have a lot of subscribers here, and there's also, you know, I love to chat with you guys. But first, let me show you Philip's outfit actually. And guys, don't laugh. This outfit actually I purchased for my twin A, one of the babies that I sold, my Elizabetha, last year. And while I was digging in my bins for my last Instagram sale, I found this little hat and this little funky owl in there. So I decided that since it's been snowing, guys, in Chicago, it's a white street, white backyard, white everything again. So I decided I would put him into this white little ensemble, as they say. So let me show you Philip's outfit, and I want to disclose this is a reborn doll, okay? This is not a real human baby. So anyways, here is his little hat. I don't know how to show this really fast. This is the back of the hat. I think it's so cute, this hat. And he's also wearing a simple Babydoo long sleeve onesie or vest, as they call it in UK, with Peter Pan collar and also knee height. And I don't know, maybe this little head is slightly small on him, but okay. Because Elizabetha's head was a little bit smaller. And I ordered this set on eBay actually, it was pretty cheap. And I have actually another head, I think it's little fog's head from the same seller. I paid like, oh my goodness, I don't even know. I paid like $10 for both sets. It was really cheap, but it's kind of cute. So anyways, guys, so I'm going to chat a little bit. I absolutely love that Jacqueline finally, as I said, brought this subject up. She made a really good video. She posed all the questions for us collectors, asking us collectors as an artist. So I'm just going to answer these questions. What I am looking for when I'm deciding on a baby. So I would say there are two factors. One is objective and one is subjective. Looking or determining which sculpt I like, it's very subjective for me. I'm very emotionally involved in picking up the kids, and it's getting harder and harder, guys, because as you know, I'm not really a collector with a huge collection. I got a lot of dolls, okay? I have to say, in a span of 2 years that I've been in a hobby, I may say that I really have seen a lot of artists' work, because it's not only about how long you are collecting, I think, but also how many styles you have actually seen and owned and or came across. You don't have to have a doll, of course. I mean, maybe I think doll shows are pretty sufficient when it comes to that. And I think, of course, more babies or more dolls we come across, the better it's or easier it is to determine what we're looking for, right? So to me, determining the kid is it's emotional. I have to fall in love with the kid. The main criteria is that the kid has to have full limbs. I used to think it's a size, but I'm good with small newborn size 0 to 3, 3 months, or 3 to 6. I'm not sure about bigger babies. I'm not sure about their size. They may be too heavy for my back as well. But those previous, like those smaller sizes, I'm all good with them. I used to think that preemies or small newborns were not for me. But look, I'm in love with Philip. The only really thing that I really have to have, and that I'm really firm on, that those are full limbs. I cannot deal with partial limbs, guys. And please don't take this in a wrong way. I'm not saying that partial limbs are wrong or bad or anything. I'm just saying, for me, as myself, as a collector, I have trouble bonding with partial limbs. That's why I choose full-limbed kits. When it comes to additions, I want to... Please, guys, I hope nobody will get upset, but if I can decide between two babies that are equally cute and I love them equally, they are equally well painted and they are equally well rooted, but one is limited edition and one is let's say not only open edition, or one is Reborn, or any other than limited edition, I would choose limited edition just from the collector's point. It's not to be snooty or snobby or whatever. It's always artist sculpt, and it's I really do prefer limited editions. I don't know why. It's just Now, when it comes to painting, I think painting is realism. It's very subjective. If you have 5 collectors, 5 of them will have different styles that they will like. Nobody's the same, but everybody will tell you that they want realism. To some it means prominent mottling. To some it means lots of red colors. To some it means to have scratches, milk spots, little baby pimples. To some it means I don't know, a lot of blushing. What I'm looking for, that is realism. It's age-appropriate realism, and I really look for skin depth, skin dimension. What I really dislike when, especially beginning artists, sometimes they overdo it with their mottling. They think that more mottling, the more realistic the baby is. The truth is, sometimes you look at these babies and the mottling is overdone. These babies, they look like they have this net of spots on them, like they have some skin condition, like measles, ladies. So that's too much of anything is no good, guys. I think. I really think that the real artistry is to kind of determine, of course, the younger baby, the more prominent mottling. But I think artistry is to really blend everything smoothly on a baby's, so you wouldn't, especially on the pictures, you wouldn't see weird spots or weird coloring on the baby. So I'm also really into red toads. I want to show you on hands. Also on his soles of his feet, I mean. and just rich tones. He has really beautiful gold glow, or golden glow you call it. I'm really picky about brows as well, but you know, we already talked about that. Now when it comes to hair, I am definitely a rooted hair gal. I'm really all about hair. Oh my goodness guys, sorry. Ah. I prefer rooted hair. Why? I have no idea. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. I just had to fiddle with my light because it's light, and I was kind of throwing a shade over Philip. So where was I? I was talking about painting preferences. So yes, realism, skin definition, mottling but not overdone mottling. Also, I would love to see those veins, of course. I'm all about capillaries lately, little baby spots, that kind of stuff. And of course, as I said, I'm a rooted hair gal. I'm definitely really into mono micro rooted hair. And also glass eyes. All of my awake babies, I'm really into glass eyes. I think that would be probably all major conditions or all major points that I'm looking for as a collector. So yes, ladies, that's my musing, of course. Here, I'm not saying that this is all collectors' preference. There are a lot of ladies, they just buy emotionally, and you know, I'm not saying that would never happen to me. Maybe one day maybe even tomorrow, I will come across a baby and I will not absolutely care about the mottling. I will not care about, you know, if he's a glowy skin or he's not glowing, or if he has that capillary or little scratch or whatever. That baby may steal my heart and that will be it. But I think a lot of people who are OCD collectors like I am, we do have preferences, and it's so nice that actually artists are asking about this. Now I think why Jacqueline asked this, because she is taking custom orders, I think, but I'm not sure. But some artists, a lot of my favorite artists, they stop taking custom orders and they just pick the scalp and they work on a baby, and then they offer the finished product, finished baby, to their stable customer base. I think most of really good artists, they have this line of customers, line of collectors just waiting for a new baby to pop up. It happened to me yesterday actually. I fell in love with a baby and I contacted this artist and she said, oh my goodness, I posted this baby 30 minutes ago and not even 10 minutes ago he sold. So I was late to the party, which is okay because it saved me the money. But that's how actually some artists, they sell like immediately. And why? Yes, they do offer newer scalps. I think if you are an artist who prefers just to have finished babies, but this is now, guys, I'm going to disclose, this is just my personal opinion, but if you are the artist who prefers to offer a finished baby or babies, I would go with probably more recent scalps or super uber rare sold out scalps. Because I think a lot of collectors, if they're looking for this rare, like older scalp, they usually have the kits ready, you know, and they're just looking for the artist. So, you know, if they want you to do that baby, they will probably contact the artist. But as if I was probably the artist and I was not accepting customs, I would just fully rely on customers just buying my babies, whatever kits I decide to make. I would probably go with newer kits, because that's what majority of people are looking for, new kits. Just not because people are snobby or anything, all uh, these newer kids, they are more detailed when you look at their limbs, when you look at their proportions, when it comes to length of hands and feet or head compared to the body. Proportions are just more accurate on newer sculpts, I feel. Like, let's say, I'm going to give you a shining example. That is my Elise. I love Elise. I still do love that kit, Elise by Cassie Brace. I had my Caroline, and then I sold my Caroline, and I got a blank kit and I planned to have that baby done in the future. But as I kept collecting, you know, the longer I was in a hobby, the longer I kind of started noticing certain things that I was not paying attention at the beginning, and that is proportions of the limbs. And I really do, what really started to kind of irk me was that hands were too short. I felt like hands were too short to the rest of the body, you know. And I would really, and I love that kid, that face and the droopy little lip. It's amazing. I mean, amazing. There are few sculpts actually like that. Like, I feel that sculptors could pay more attention, or should pay more attention to body proportions, because no baby has hands as short that they barely touch their waist, you know. Like, especially small babies, their limbs are usually just like their arms are usually just longer actually, and the body and the head and everything kind of like grows into these limbs. So proportion, that's why I don't know, that's something, maybe I am way too OCD, maybe I'm overthinking this, but I would really suggest, you know, if any artists asked me what I would like think or what I would prefer, I think majority of collectors, especially in a YouTube community and on social media, they do love to try the new sculpts. They prefer to see the new sculpt just because, let's say it, okay? I'm just going to be completely honest, guys. We all see people getting these new sculpts. And I do have one super uber rare kit in my possession. It's a blank kit. I still want that baby. That kit is like actually practically impossible to get in a blank kit. I was so blessed to get my hands on that kit. But I'm not really rushing with that baby because, you know, I know she's going to be here, the little kid, and I know that I love her for sure. Now, with all these new kits, yeah, I want to try them. Not all of them, of course. You know, I am particular with my kids and everything. I really have to be in love. As I said, I'm very emotional about the kids. Not so much about the painting. I am more OCD when it comes to the painting style and the routing, but when it comes to picking up the sculpt, yes, I am emotional. So yeah, on one hand, I really love that uber rare kit. I'm not saying expensive, I want to say that uber rare kit. Like, she was really sold out a long time ago. I think that kit is like 3 years old, but I still love that kit. But you know, if I as I said, if I was an artist, I would probably concentrate, or I would pay attention more to the new kits and let the collectors who want rare kits to, you know, to get you the kit. Maybe you have, I don't know. But as I said, most of the collectors, they have these kits, rare kits already in possession, looking for an artist or just waiting to have them done one day. All the while they keep collecting the new sculpts as well. I don't know if I'm making any sense, guys. So yes, that's basically what I wanted to chat about today, guys. As I said, ladies, I will link Jacqueline's original video down in my description. I would love to thank you all for being here. I wish you a wonderful Tuesday evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow, ladies. Stay warm, everybody who is in cold states, everybody who is in sunshiny states, go out there, enjoy your sun, and we love you all, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!